Welcome on everyone. It's Behind the Counter here on Insane Games TV. Monday, January 31st. Mike and Steve. Nico is off today. Our sound's still a little around the Yeti, so while we wait to get all of our new mics set up on the brand new table, as we talked about last week. And
you know, over here.
What's that?
I'm all alone over here.
Yeah, Steve's all by himself today. Steve, so we got, of course, in true behind the counter fashion, a normal episode wouldn't start if like literally 5 minutes before countdown someone comes in with a trade in. And there's those sales where it's like, and I don't mean to like shit on people who buy anything in general, but it's just like there's certain sales like to me. And I'm going to say this, like, and it's going to sound me, but it's just like, is it worth my time going out there? Like, it's just like, the guy has a trade-in, right? And it's like, like the bare minimum of games. Like, it's just like, they're all garbage games. They're all like $2.99, $3.99, get these trading in.
No game is garbage, Dan.
Okay, you know what I mean, okay? When we're in the business here, we always know
some game that's garbage to you may provide hours and hours of entertainment to someone
Fantasia
else.
for Xbox One is not no one buying that garbage game. Okay.
Don't you need to connect for that game anyway?
I bet if I go back in there, I'll find one nice gem.
It's not even the problem about the game. Okay, so he trades in true trash. He trades in his games and he walks out. Of course, he can't just find something he's looking for and come up. It's a 15-minute, 20-minute shop around. Okay, and finally comes up to counter, and he comes up with 2 games. Okay, and he goes, and the mic comes out, and he goes, I'd like to get one on the case. Now, I know these situations all too well, and I go, that guy is going to go pick out a game over there, okay, that's going to be exactly to what he has in credit, and he's not willing to spend 1 cent over what the credit amount. And what does he come with? What do you think is the lowest price game on the floor? What's the normal lowest price?
$2.99.
No, come on, Steve. Let's go up a little bit more.
$4.99.
Okay, $4.99 is the normal. Like, we don't really price anything. There's very few games, am I right, under $4.99, unless it's like
this. That's fair because
absolute like garbage game or absolute like we have 1,000.
There might be a few 99 censors out there, but that's like
right.
NCAA, AA football combined with what was it, the racing game? Yeah.
This guy comes back.
The Jet Surf Radio.
This guy, and he must have done a supreme calculation. He come back with a $3.99 game that equals to where we owe him 1 cent back.
I was gonna comment that's probably the only game we have in the whole store that's $3.99. It's either we might have a couple that are $2.99, maybe even a couple that are $4.99. But
so in the meantime, C comes strolling out there and takes a look at the games. Wow, these games are garbage. And then he has no idea that the guy is right there. That they're right around the corner.
Was I incorrect in consuming that there is nothing good in this?
And the guys are here on the corner, and C goes, "Oh, well, then we're going to the bag now."
The old Simpsons gif where the guy puts his hat on and puts it back on.
I mean, I would say it's nothing more than purposely trolled, but I don't think the show's that big enough where we had that many trolls out there. I mean, it's just like impeccable timing that people walk in here right when we're going live.
I'm eyeing them.
Yeah, so like in true fashion here for Behind the Counter, we have a trade-in that comes in 5 minutes before the show starts. So, other than that, what else do we have going on this week?
So what we got?
We have some video game news we'll go into in a little bit. Oh, the big news! I'm going to do the kneel for Nico.
Oh God!
Because I said I guess I'm going to admit that I lost the challenge. And
built a Lego set, an expert level Lego set
within 6 minutes. Now, there's a few questionable things there that Luke and Mike just happened to be here. Steve, were you here when he finished?
What was the cutoff?
No, I wasn't.
He had to do it within 5.5 hours.
He had it all timed out and this and that. And I'm sure there's some minute management in there somewhere. But he came out with about 6 minutes left until the deadline would have been, which I find very, very. So it's surprisingly also that I happened to leave the studio for a little bit when this all occurred.
It wasn't his fault that you had to leave.
But nonetheless, I was going to come in and do the bow, but Nico, where are you? There's no Nico.
We'll have to film it and put it on Instagram.
No. That's not how it works. When I come in to do the punishment, it's just like Dave with the Call of Duty challenge. Okay, he challenged and didn't show up and paid the price for it. Am I wrong?
It
I
did
wasn't here
happen.
for
That
that,
did
so-
happen.
It did happen. And here I am, well, willing and prepared to give the kneel for the Lego master ceremony, and Nico's not here. So I guess it counts, and we move on. And Nico's just going to have to accept the fact that he just wasn't here when we decided to do the bow.
And he also doesn't get to be claimed as a master builder.
No. He still gets his claim, but he just doesn't get the kneel process. The ceremony in which he becomes.
Arguably the most important
It's
part.
It's like
It's all or nothing.
No. It's like when graduation occurs and you don't attend your own graduation. You still get the graduation. You still get the certificate.
So-
you just don't go up. You just miss the ceremony. He still gets his badge. He just missed the ceremony. There's just no.
All right, then let's go on with the ceremony then.
What do you mean?
You won't have to be here for it, but we can still do the ceremony.
Okay, Dan, can you come kneel to Nico, please? Can you come kneel to Nico?
Here, I got this.
No, I'm waiting.
Someone will still take the diploma from him.
No, I'm
There you
waiting.
go.
That's not Nico.
That's
There's
Nico's
no
seat,
Nico
though.
here.
That's a seat.
There's no here.
Let's go. Bend it.
No, there's no Nico.
Bend it.
Nope. That's not how it works. I came up to the stage. No Nico. Oh well, I can go sit back down, Dan.
Wow.
No ceremony.
Such a welcher. One of the biggest welchers of all time.
Nope.
They should put your face on Welch's grape juice.
Gotta put his face on every single grape.
Just a purple Dan bald head. Like the member berries.
What's Steve laughing about over there?
I could totally make that.
There was a good me and him had a nice little joke about you the other day. So we're watching WrestleMania and you guys were all up there and we were sitting back here. And it was like number 17 or 18 of the women's WrestleMania. This one girl came out and she had her hair in her, she had red hair and she had a humongous forehead, and Steve goes, still a better hairline than Dan.
Did you say that, Steve?
Do you remember the wrestler so we can pull her up?
No, I don't know. No, I have no idea.
I'll pull up the WrestleMania.
It was like 17 or something.
You'll have to add if you clip this, Steve. You'll have to add the picture.
Not WrestleMania. Royal Rumble.
So do you have anything to say about that?
I don't.
I guess once you see the girl, you can defend yourself.
What's her name?
Looking it up. Royal Rumble.
That's absurd.
The best part is the wicked hard Steve laugh about it. It sells her every time.
Was it Ivory?
Maybe.
The one with the microphone.
No.
She-
She
Ivory-
had red hair. And
Ivory
she
was
sprinting
that-
out.
Ivory, Molly Holly. She had the
No.
cape.
No.
Let me see this.
No.
Let me see it for a second.
What number was it?
Just do WrestleMania female.
But not
or, I mean,
WrestleMania.
Royal Rumble, I'm sorry. The Royal Rumble.
Was it Nikki Cross?
Maybe. That sounds familiar. But females Royal Rumble 2022 order. That's not this year.
Hang on, I gotta get
What do you
down to it.
mean? Is that just something that's not possible to look up?
We just got no, you gotta find the Royal Rumble.
This is absurd.
Wasn't Natalia, was it?
I have no idea. Dan's in the right spot. He's looking at the Wikipedia, so he could probably click them one by one if he
But
finds
I'm
the
trying
right
to
list.
find the list of all the. Oh, here we go.
There it is. Around 17 or 18, I'm pretty sure. Is that
Charlotte Flair,
No, not Charlotte.
Ivory. Oh, Rhea Ripley.
Maybe Rhea Ripley.
No.
No,
Her.
no. That was one of your people.
Carmelo.
Of course, it might have been her. The picture isn't giving her justice now.
Nikki Bella.
No, none of them. It was someone that wasn't popular.
Are you sure? Mickey James is 20.
Might have been Mickey James.
Yeah, it could have very well.
Alicia
been her.
Fox.
No. That was one of my wrestlers, and Nico said she stung.
I don't know. You sure it wasn't her? She might change her.
No, it wasn't her. I remember her specifically.
Her?
No.
Oh.
Go through the list.
Well, we went through just about all of them in the ref area.
Well, maybe I was off on it. I have to spread the search out a little bit more. It might have been her. We'll get a
Wasn't Sonya
picture
Blazer?
by picture comparison for it. No. And well, that's the UFC chick, right?
Yeah, I know.
We'll clip it and we'll put a picture of her actually in the event. And then you can compare the hairlines and tell us who's who.
Better watch it, Steve, with those type of jokes. You can find yourself in deep waters.
Just like your hairline.
Speaking of wrestling, let's get right into some of the big video game news. WWE 2K22 got announced a while back ago, but now they're starting to come out with some details. Well. They've finally taken Dan's advice, and they put in a My GM mode.
Oh, nice.
So the thing I've wanted since 2008.
It's been that many years since they last had it.
Ever since WWE Raw versus SmackDown, SmackDown versus Raw 2008 was the last version. Now, I'm sure they will ruin this version. It'll be stupid. It'll be a stupid version of the mode, but I can only hope that they do something to make it worth interesting. I mean, the mode's in there, so that's good. It's better than what
start.
Comes out March something. I forget what it is, but that may be one of the few games I'm playing for a while.
I was going to say, are you going to be doing any streaming for that?
I potentially could.
Danny Wrestling?
Danny WE?
World Dan Wrestling, so WDW. WDW. World Dan Wrestling.
Just World Dan.
WDW. World Wrestling Dan.
What about
WWD.
DWW?
What?
What about DWW?
What's that?
Dan's World Wrestling.
DW. Welcome to DWW. Dan's World Wrestling. You could go with DWWE.
Entertainment.
Dan's World Wrestling Entertainment. Oh. I'm trying to, what could be a real name if I had a real promotion? World Wrestling Dan, World Wrestling Danny, World Danny Wrestling, Danny Wrestling.
I like some sort of play on the word dangerous and with Dan capitalized. Dangerous.
Danny's Wrestling World?
World Dangerous Dan. WDD. World Dangerous Dan Wrestling. DDW. Dangerous Dan Wrestling.
That's stupid.
What do you mean? You said you wanted the word dangerous in there.
You ruined it.
How so?
You put too many letters and words in there.
There's only 3 letters that can go in there.
I like it also being like a greasy, like backyard wrestling league where they're jumping off the houses and stuff.
I almost did a backstage or back room wrestling match before.
Who was your opponent? Johnny.
No, they were trying to get me to do it. I didn't want to. I wouldn't do it.
I reffed a few. Got a super
I'm not-
kick to the chest.
I'm not looking to get into a ring that has ring posts, rakes as ring posts, and rope.
I could see Dan being a luchador.
A luchadan.
You'll never know who's underneath the mask. You just see his lips. Would you be a luchador like Rey Mysterio?
No.
Dan
I'm
Mysterio.
not dressed up as a costume. But nonetheless, WWE 2K, so it's exciting. Maybe I'll do a stream for that, but it's not coming out for a while, I don't believe. Let me check. I think it doesn't come out until WWE 2K22. I think like March 12th.
That's not too far away.
It's still a month. I don't have time for that stuff. I want the game out now. But they have like covers and shit, so I don't know. Like they actually have. Of course, they have like a lot of the dumb covers, but
I wish they went with the style they went with last year with all the
March 8th for the NWO Deluxe. I would probably get the Deluxe edition.
What was that last game called?
What?
The last WWE game? That one was
Battlegrounds
awesome.
with the cartoon figures.
I wish they did that again.
I'd rather be dead than ever see that again.
That's kind of strange.
That went pretty quickly, or that went free pretty quickly on PlayStation Plus.
Of course it did. You know, and we just did it. We'll address a couple other things too while I'm on the subject. And we just did the worst video game of all time too. And besides NAS, I mean, I know there's very few games that I like. Very few. Okay. NASCAR, WWE, Need for Speed, Call of Duty. I would rank Halo up there.
SimCity.
Yeah, I'm talking like core, like console games.
I don't know what you mean.
Like for PC, I like Roller Coaster, I like Sims, I like SimCity, I like a lot of the
So you
life.
like a lot of games.
I like a lot of the simulator type style games. Yeah, I mean, I could be like Boater and like
Whoa!
World Power Washing. Like, what is that? Have you ever asked Boater that
It's a
question?
very nice and relaxing game.
What makes him at all interested in the power washing?
I guess we could propose that to
We
him.
could.
I mean, I did tune in when he did it, and I did actually watch it because I was
Dan is
intrigued to how
perplexed.
weird the game could possibly be. And you're power washing a vehicle.
You don't find that relaxing?
Why won't you just go on power wash in real life?
Maybe it's clean already. He takes pretty good care of his car. What else is he power washing in that game?
I guess there's a bunch of different challenges. I mean, I wonder what the challenges are. Hit every item, hit every spot of the house. I don't know what the challenges would be.
Maybe
in
you
that
should
game.
try it before you knock it.
No, but very few games I like, right? And they've all seemed to be
I think
ruined.
I just disproved that.
NASCAR 21. Steve, has it been ruined? I'm not. Don't answer. Mike, has it been ruined? Yes, and yes. Steve lives on the hope till this day that it's a good
They are
game.
making-
It's not gonna be good.
To me, they are making moves. I mean, but that
Not-
wasn't
not
enough.
enough.
That was what I mean. What, a month, and they completely rehauled it.
Not enough.
So in 2 months, one could say they could completely rehaul it again.
Okay, number 2, Need for Speed. They're not even making Need for Speed games right now. WWE been ruined for the second. They just don't want to put anything. But now they are doing it. They're really, really emphasizing that they're making this game to make up for the disaster it had the last 2 years. So we'll see what this game is
Are
like.
they really saying that?
They're saying that they're really, really gone into like trying to reshape it and get it. You know.
There always has been a little community for those games. So
So
it's a shame that they stunk.
So we'll see what goes on there. But then, I mean, Halo. I find Halo to be ruined. It's not
That's
what it was.
untrue.
But not what it was
It's
back in the
doing
day.
far more successful than any of the other games that came out around
Slightly,
its
but
time.
it's not what it used
Not
to.
slightly, far better.
What do you mean?
Call of Duty, Battlefield.
You've had to wait 10 years to get one, didn't you?
Yeah, and it was worth it, I would
Okay,
say.
you had to wait 10
And
years
it was
to get
free.
one. You had to wait 10 years
It
to
wasn't
get
10
a
years.
to get a Halo that was worth playing. You know
That
it and
might
I
be
know
true.
it. What?
I said that might be true.
Okay.
Might be even longer than that.
So
depending on what
maybe
Halo you
the
like best.
2021, 2022 video game year, the year where people are finally starting to reshape their games what they should be. Call of Duty, disaster.
Call of Duty and Battlefield, bad.
Disaster. Call of Duty, just absolute disaster.
I haven't actually tried Call of Duty, but Battlefield,
I haven't even
know for
attempted
sure.
this World War,
It's
whatever.
horrible.
Now, what would be a Call of Duty that would get you back enticed to playing?
Not many.
I've never
Normally,
played
I'm a
Call of Duty.
WW2
What?
guy.
I
So.
never really played Call of Duty.
I normally like the World War II.
You're a
era.
Battlefield guy, aren't you?
No.
Yes, Fortnite.
Yeah, totally. No, I just don't really play much or many first-person shooters.
I understand. Boy's just not good at them.
I'm
Is that not a
average
valid
at
reason?
that.
I don't play Madden 22 because I'm not good at
You
Madden.
just don't like football, really. Either.
But I'm not good at Madden.
You
People,
could be.
it's
It's
fine.
not. You don't just say
Steve
you're not
doesn't
good.
play shooting games because he's just not good at it.
Any game you can practice at and get good at. It's not like that. You don't
Is
just
that a
say,
valid argument?
I
You're
don't
just
play
not
those
good
games
at it.
because
I'm
I'm
pretty
not good.
okay at Overwatch.
Are you?
Yeah,
Do you and Dave get stomped when you play on Overwatch?
not all the time, but we have fun.
Mike, does Dave and Steve get stomped on Overwatch? And you better be honest here, because I'll go pull up.
I've
proof.
seen them do pretty well. The only question you have to ask from an unsubjective point is what color is their rank? Is it
I
the B
hate
word?
Fucking.
You're bronze?
I fucking hate ranks.
Are you bronze?
I am because I don't play ranked much.
What is Dave?
I think he's also a bronze.
I think he messes with silver territory sometimes.
Yeah.
I believe I was a silver when I played.
Nothing to brag about.
What are you?
I'm a plat.
No, you're
A
not.
fucking plat. My
I don't
friend.
think that's accurate.
Sometimes a gold, but I had to fight my way to plat every fucking season.
And I think you settle yourself into the gold.
No, they just put me there because it's a broken system. But every season, I fought my way to plat.
Right, I should be gold, but I'm not in gold because it's a broken system.
You just don't.
I'm just
play.
saying what you
don't
said.
play at all, though.
But I'm saying what you
I
said.
played a lot.
If they put you in gold, they put you in gold for a reason, buddy. You're gold.
It's because the
If
very
you're
first
not- if
time
you're
I
not-
ranked gold,
It's
and then
not
they
just
base
because
it
it's a
off
broken
of that.
system.
It's
You're
a broken
gold.
system. Anything that only goes off of wins is broken.
That what it only goes off of?
It's the only way you can increase your rank is off wins. It has nothing.
So you can have a stellar team and just have bad luck and want to lose
Exactly.
this week.
That's why it's one of the most toxic games. That's why people scream at each other when they're playing it.
I actually found quite enjoyment in playing Overwatch.
It's only fun when you have a full party.
Exactly. It's not fun by yourself. And it's not fun with toxic people either. That I seem to surround myself in all the time I'm playing games. People are just, the two people are just extremely toxic. Actually, no, take that back. There are two people together who are extremely toxic. There's one person that's just extremely fucking toxic. Extremely fucking toxic.
I think he's talking about his brother.
Just can't play with him anymore. This is what I hear when I play. Oh my god. The guy spends more time watching what I'm doing in a video game than watching himself. But see, the reality is, you never know when he makes a mistake because I don't give a shit what he's doing with his character.
You hardly know what's going on to begin with.
I know what's going on in the game, but I'm not so stocky in the video game where I'm watching what he's doing every 2 minutes in the game. Like, for him to see everything bad that I do, he gotta literally walk around and watch my character for the entire match. One can say we're losing because he's actually not playing, but is watching my character the whole game. I would say
you might have a point, but then also there's also the other two that also watch you.
What?
And have also seen all the bad things.
No, the reality is this. Here's the reality. The reality is I am such a character and I am such a person that people love to shit on that it's just easy for them to watch me when we play the shit. I mean, no one talks shit about Johnny because no one's watching Johnny.
We've all have.
Are you?
It's
on
rare,
a day
but
to day, every match.
He'll admit when he makes a mistake.
No, I'm gonna say next time I play with Tom, I'm gonna walk around. And I'm gonna follow him everywhere he goes.
Extremely toxic.
So when he goes to jump and he doesn't make the jump, I'm going, oh my god, so bad, Dan. You just don't. That's like if I go.
This is the problem here.
What?
You don't seek to fix the issues of your badness that you presented. You seek revenge, and now you want to, instead of increasing your skill, you're going to watch Tom do what he does just to get a quip back at him.
One could argue I would be far superior playing with different friends on Xbox.
Wow.
Because the people I'm around are just extremely toxic.
You don't have any other friends.
They're just extremely toxic people that I'm around on Xbox when I play.
When everything with Activision Blizzard settles, you're more than welcome to join the Friday crew.
What was I going to say?
Yeah, but you guys good?
Now you're not good enough for Dan. Wow. Wow. You either have to accept toxicness or
accept what? Losing this?
I think those guys would probably kick your ass anyway. At least Dave.
I don't know. Dave hasn't played Overwatch in a long time. His skills may have depreciated.
Just gotta get practicing up once everything settles out.
You might have a little bit of a quicker trigger figure and aim, but Dave is far, far more knowledgeable about the game.
No, that's fair. I don't know what everyone's specialty is.
You would walk yourself into traps and you would take advantage of it.
What we should do is
There's also people I want to tell to get a life when they talk about how much they spend coming up with plans, and there's two of them I like to say what their names are.
You might as well. They've been on the program pretty recently on Dream Team.
When the match starts, they're like six thoughts down the road in the strategy. I'm like, go get a life, buddies. Okay, I'm here to play the game and have fun.
Well, some people, the only way to have fun is to win.
That's very well true.
You assemble your crew, we'll assemble ours. See what happens.
I don't know. I'm not sure how I would place in all of it.
Mike said he'd never play Overwatch again.
I might try it again. We'll see. But, like I said, Butt and Johnny would probably be wicked mean about it on their own.
It's like I'm sure they've taken the complete fun out of playing Halo with them.
I would just heal, and they would probably do all the work.
And the reality is, though, you just can't play video games with Tom anymore. You just really can't.
Me and him play Halo, and it's a very nice experience.
You know what the problem is? When you play with him, he's not watching your every move. When I hop on, he's got to watch my every move. And the best part is that he actually legitimately gets upset. And then when I legitimately get upset back, it's my fault.
It's because you're getting yourself into that nasty cycle I told you about.
Not really.
We might get mad, and he might
scold you. Do you know my
you.
Roots in Halo? Do you know my history in Halo? Let me put it this way. I go way back where I used to take little Andy and then slap him around in Halo. He knows it and I know it.
Let's put it this way. It's like when you were to, Ash takes a poop in the store, you give him a little spank on his hiney, And instead of learning and not pooping in the store, he's going to still poop in the store, and he's going to follow you around and wait for you to make a mistake. And he's going to punish you for it.
Is that the analogy you're trying to use here?
Exactly.
No, not really.
Tom scolds you and punishes you, and then you don't learn anything from it.
How would Ash punish Dan?
That is a good question. You bite him.
I guess.
The reality is real simple. Okay, I'm not gonna get onto a game like Halo where my history of Halo goes far back than anyone knows. More than Johnny's, more than But's been playing Halo for a week. Okay, more
I will
than
give Dan
you.
credit. He's the only Xbox Live gamer tag that's older than mine.
Okay,
they keep track of your little years.
I'm sure. Okay, I go way back to the Xbox Connect link when we had to play them on the. My knowledge of Halo is far superior than anyone. I don't need to get on and be lectured by Tom, okay, and his trollness about the strategies of 4v4 Halo. Okay,
times change, old man.
It's not. I do not need to be lectured in Halo. I would get on and play, but I didn't feel like it'd be so fucking toxic.
Some of those old things that you are doing don't work anymore, pal. You gotta move on.
And that's why Halo has become a far less game what it used to be. You have to kill guys 6 times.
It's bigger than it's ever has.
You gotta kill guys 6 times to get a kill. It's ridiculous.
You kill them once and they die.
Nope, you kill them, they bring back their shield. You kill him, he flies away. You kill him, he picks up overshield. You kill him.
They haven't died in any of those scenarios you presented.
No, you get down to about this.
But they're not dead.
Oh, that's not if you not get double teamed by someone else who comes around the corner and you just die.
That's why Tom normally gets upset, because he has no backup in those situations. He gets double teamed, and then he happens to see Dan in his death cam doing something very stupid.
It's just, I'm just not, I would get out and play, but the trolliness would be just too bad.
Why don't you, instead of doing that...
Nico Rainwater, Dan's the worst Halo player. Nico!
You missed
the ceremony. We had the ceremony for the Lego badge. I don't know what to tell you.
He said he would have kneeled if you were here.
I got up. The ceremony started. I got up. I walked over. I stood there. And I was ready to take a kneel. We even moved the chair over for you, and you weren't here.
He welched.
I don't know. I welched. The person wasn't here. I came back and I took my chair. It's like graduation. You're still Lego Master, Nico. You still get your badge. You just don't get to kneel. Just like if you miss graduation, you can't go back and have the graduation ceremony. It's over. You still get your diploma. You're still recognized as
You can walk the next year. Probably.
No, you can't.
They probably let you.
No, they wouldn't.
If you missed, do it for a legitimate reason.
No, they wouldn't. They would not allow you to go back. Why would you want to go back a year later and do a graduation ceremony?
Say like you had a devastating injury and you had to come back.
And coming up from the 2021 class, we're gonna.
Say you had a devastating thing where you broke both your legs and you couldn't walk, and then you rehabbed, and to prove your strength, you wanted to walk onto the ceremony.
Nico says, no. We went over. Nico, we literally put the whole. Steve was here, Mike was here. We moved the chair over.
I tried. I pulled.
Okay, I got up. I walked up. I wanted to do the kneel, and you weren't here.
He's made this whole twisted thing. And
we even advertised it ahead of time on Instagram. The thing went out. Dan doing the Dan ceremony. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not in charge of all the posts. It was well advertised that this was going to happen.
What did he say?
You bow to me. You're still Lego Master. You still get the badge. You just don't get the ceremony because you're not here. Just like if I graduated and I missed graduation, I won't go back. I wouldn't go back and get a graduation.
Nico had a very legitimate reason he couldn't be here, and he will accept his ceremony and badge next time he's on the program.
Not how it works. Don't just save it to when the next. That's not how it works. Dave didn't show up for a Call of Duty match, and he paid the price for it.
That's a little different. Nico's been here the last few weeks.
It's not at all different.
For 4 weeks in a row has been jamming you up for a punishment.
And we had to do a proper investigation. That proper investigation concluded. And on the next episode, we came here to do it, and he's not here. I don't make up the rules.
That's fine.
I follow the rules. The next program came about, and he's not here for the kneel. I don't know what to tell him. You will bend the knee, kiss my hand, he says. What's that say right there? On the Instagram story, Dan kneels to Nico over the Lego challenge. It went out there. It went out. It was well advertised prior.
Wow, Nico. Wow. When did you send that out?
That went out 2 hours ago.
That's not true.
Hour ago.
So he didn't have enough time to react to that.
Oh, he had plenty of time to react to it. It said, first off, the story don't update until it actually hits 2 hours. So it's probably been like an hour and 50 minutes. By the way, on a side note, I'm guest appearing on High Five tonight at 6.
You are?
I am. Over the top 5 X-Men.
The fabled episode, I've heard.
The top five X-Men. I can't wait to school those 3 over there about how the X-Men works.
Speaking of Nico, did you see how much knowledge he had about the wrestling? I would have never known.
No, I knew.
Literally every intro music they came out, he was like, "Oh, yep."
I've known Nico a long time, and I know he's a very, very big wrestling fan. He knows
He tried
a lot
to play
of
it off.
Oh,
He tried to say he's not a big wrestling fan. He just knows a lot about a lot.
He's a big. Well, Mike's referencing. We had a watch party on Friday or Saturday. We watched the Royal Rumble on stream. Well, I mean, we watched it as a watch party. But it was an interesting first time we've done that in a while. But Nico was sitting there with the headset just spilling out knowledge about it. I mean, I know far more about wrestling than he does, but he knows all the entrance videos pretty well. I'm not up to date on that. He goes, I know everything. He didn't. Didn't I catch him on something he didn't know?
I was gonna say he doesn't know the
I
heights
corrected
of
him
roller
on one thing.
coasters. He doesn't know the biggest roller coaster in the world.
He was wrong about that, but he was wrong about something else on the Royal Rumble stream, and I had to correct him on. I forget what it was. I don't know.
He was pretty correct about the wrestling.
But we had a watch party for wrestling. Steve and I are gonna do a watch party for the Clash this Sunday.
Hell yeah.
With the Danny NASCAR crew. Mike may tag along. We'll see.
Might make an appearance if there's pizzas.
So we're gonna do that Sunday. I think it starts at 6. So that'll be interesting. First race of the season. First non-points race of the season. New car and everything. Be worth watching. And it's on but first time ever on the Coliseum racetrack. So
Shit.
we'll see what happens there.
So it's a tiny track?
Very tiny track.
It's if you take the LA Coliseum, pave over just like 30 feet from the wall.
I remember you were hyped about this a while ago. So.
And then, what we got? Not WWE, but PlayStation. Edge's wife. Yep, I corrected Nico on Edge's wife. Edge's wife is not Lita in real life. It's the Glamazon.
He gave you credit for it?
He told me. Edge's wife. He was wrong. He was completely wrong on that. Completely wrong.
Not bad, Nico.
Bizarre that he was that wrong on it. PlayStation bought Bungie. I don't know if this is just trying to. It's nowhere near going to equal what Amazon purchased of Activision, but no
one cares.
They're making an attempt, so they get Destiny. It'd be one thing if Bungie was Halo still, but it's not.
So you're already contradicting yourself multiple times in this stream.
What?
You're acting like Halo's bad just 5 minutes ago, and you're like, it's not Halo. When you're talking about Destiny.
I will recognize how big Halo is. Okay, if PlayStation bought Bungie and it consisted of Halo, would you not say that's big news?
I would say it was big news.
Okay, but now it doesn't consist of Halo, so it's not that big.
But you could
news.
say that about anyone purchasing anything. If I were to buy a box of cereal and it included Halo, would it be a big deal?
Dude, that'd be pretty fucking cool if you bought a box of cereal and just had a disc for Halo in it.
They weren't targeting to buy Halo, so that's.
But what else does Bungie provide? But what I'm saying is, it's not that big of an acquisition. If they had Halo, it would be. They used to do Halo. They don't anymore. It's not that big of an acquisition.
I see it's mixed. I see a lot of people are saying that Destiny's still. I have no idea, but they said they had a huge year in Destiny too.
But Destiny, it's a washed-up game. We're done with Destiny.
I agree.
We'll see what. So we'll see what happens with Destiny. I mean, PlayStation buying them. I mean, that's cool. I don't think it really means anything. But
it's a start. They're trying to do something. But they also say they have a new IP coming out from Bungie soon.
Who cares?
So it could be very good. Anything they've made is normally good.
What else we have to talk about? World's biggest Game Boy was in the store yesterday.
That was pretty cool.
I won't get into too many details because they're posting a video about it. But they came in with a cool concept that we played. Mike couldn't beat it. Steve couldn't beat it. Some lady came up and beat it before Mike and Steve could beat it.
I was being respectful. I didn't want to swat on
The guy
it
was
for
giving
too
out
long.
free video games for winners. I don't know why you didn't go buy one so we could turn around and make a profit off of it.
And said had my fair turn and I moved on, so others could play.
You got crushed, and you're the retro guy.
If I had one or two more tries, I would have absolutely beat that.
You should totally release that on like phone or something. That'd be pretty cool to play.
Well, it's only like one level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
It's a nice
little
start.
game.
That's some potential. That's some
But yeah,
fun
so that
stuff
was
to
the
it.
world's biggest Game Boy in here yesterday. I guess he had some other games hooked up. I thought he had other games to play, like Pokemon. But I guess they're just doing the one game. But apparently you can play like Pokemon. He had like Pokemon Yellow and Gold on there and stuff.
Imagine
so.
just sitting like in your garage, just playing that all day like a Pokemon.
He said it took him 2 weeks to make.
It was pretty nice. Yeah.
I thought he had it for a while. He literally just got it. He just built it 2 weeks ago. So I was like, oh wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
What else? We finally figured out the air fryer. Big debacle of that. We got a new air. We blew up the store last week trying to cook chicken
Wouldn't you
chicken
guess
tenders.
we read the instructions and it helped us out.
And who was right?
You weren't right.
I was 110%
We were both
correct.
half right.
100. I said you got to
You
put
said
the tray.
the bottom tray goes in the middle.
I don't care.
You were right that a tray had to be in the middle, but you had no idea which tray
I simply said
it
a tray
was.
needs to go
That's
under
not
it,
what you
and you
said.
go, that's not how it works, Dan. That's not how you cook them.
It's right.
Speaking of that, I can go for some chicken tenders right now too.
Do we even have the good one?
I don't know. But we did figure it out. So now there's no more smoking in the air fryers. I think we got to figure it out. I think we figured it out.
We were this close to doing McDonald's for a taste test today, but their whole little promotion, they only give you the pieces and you have to build it yourself.
I'm not in. If I buy
What
something
the
from
fuck is
McDonald's,
that
I'm not
shit?
interested in making the sandwich myself.
They're doing the surf and turf, the crunchy double.
I mean, let's
Steve
be
said
honest.
that the other
Why
day.
do you go to McDonald's? What's one of the main reasons why you go to McDonald's?
It's cheap and it's delicious.
What's the other reason?
I have literally no
What
idea.
does it save you from doing?
Cooking.
Exactly. It's a convenience to go to McDonald's. Like when it's late at night and I need the quickest something to eat, I go to McDonald's because it's convenient.
So-
I'm not going to go to McDonald's and buy the cheeseburger and the chicken nuggets and I have to put the sandwich together myself to eat it. I'm not doing that.
It's
like,
almost
why
as much
would I
effort
do
as
that?
to eat it is to do that. You just open the bread, you slap the nuggets on, and then
I'm
you close
basically
the
making my own dinner. Are they giving you a discount for it?
Do you really cook the patties and cut the pickles and cut the lettuce?
So you're telling me you want to
You
get
toast the
so let me
buns.
just say, you want to order this? I don't know what they call it. What is it, the crunchy whopper?
I
What
would
do they
only
call
have
it? Crunchy
interest
something.
in the crunchy double,
Is that what they call it?
which was a double cheeseburger with 4 nuggets in it and barbecue sauce.
But still, so you ready? So here's what you have to do: you get your sandwich, right? You get the burger based off of the commercial. You get the burger. You gotta split the buns. You gotta put.
Whoa!
You gotta put the.
Wow.
You gotta put the chicken nuggets on there. Then you gotta open the barbecue package. You gotta put that on there, and you hope you don't spill it yourself and make a mess in the car. By the way, okay.
Well,
then you
you're not,
gotta
who's
put it
even
together.
making that in a car? Only animals would do that.
Most people sometimes eat the McDonald's in the car.
Yeah, but they're not gonna make a crunchy double in the car.
Okay. So now at that point, why don't you just make your dinner yourself?
You're talking
It's
about
no
the
longer
difference
you
of,
no longer you no longer have the convenience factor. Now you have to take something. You got to open up and you got to put it together.
You're talking about a difference of a 2-minute thing to like an hour ordeal of cooking that.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Okay, Mike, you're not understanding the basic concept of going to McDonald's is yes, it's cheap, but yes, it's also convenient.
And yes,
when
it's
I
also
go to
delicious.
McDonald's, I don't want to make dinner. I don't want to do dishes. I'm probably starving. I want something right away. I don't want to have to put something together. I want to open the package and eat the cheeseburger. I
Well,
don't
you're-
want to. I
the
don't
way
want to
you're
open another
saying is-
package, split it open, put the
So
chicken
do you
nuggets
get
on
mad when
there.
you have to put your straw into your drink?
That's not at all the same thing. Seems to an awful lot of laughing on that side of the table tonight. I'm not sure how comfortable
I'm
with
laughing
it.
for 2 here.
Are you mad when you have to dip a chicken nugget in the barbecue sauce?
Again, Mike, you're misunderstanding the point. You're not making the meal. You're using an accessory that's dipping sauce.
You're not making the meals either. You're just mushing them together.
No, you got to open.
They made your double cheeseburger,
they
and they
didn't.
made your nuggets, and you're just smashing them
But what are
together.
you buying? But what are you buying?
You're buying Actually, no, you can't. You could say that, but they're going to put it on the menu as a double cheeseburger and nuggets.
I don't think so. I think I could pull up and buy the double crunchy.
I don't think
and
you
they're
can.
going to bill you for the double crunchy. And what they're going to do is they're going to give you the pieces. You don't have to order. They're going to give you.
They'll
you're
just
gonna get
know
billed.
from now
We
on
will
the
do a
lingo.
test. I bet you right now, and I go to McDonald's every morning for my dollar soda. I will look at the menu and I will see if it says a double crunchy,
Crunchy double.
whatever it's called. After they ask me if I'm using the mobile app for the 1,500th time when I'm not.
What's Nico flip-flapping about?
I want to eat it immediately. Nico, I agree with Dan. I want to eat it immediately. Thank you.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Okay, I'm not buying the stuff to put it together. I might as well go to Subway and get a sandwich.
I did that. It's pretty good.
You don't pay for
What?
your Subway sandwiches.
I know. But
What are you confused?
Still.
What did you just compare going to Subway to? I'm confused.
I stand correct. I'll go make a turkey sandwich in the kitchen in the back. And then all that right there.
Yeah, but you won't have a delicious hamburger
That's not the
or
point.
nuggets in it.
Me making my own turkey sandwich in the bag is technically all the same things I'm going to do to make it double crunchy. I got to split the breads. I got to put the meat on the...
Well, maybe so, but you can't have a turkey sandwich every night.
I got to put the
You'll
meat
get
on the
tired of
buns. I got to slap the dressing on, and it's good to go.
It is still absolutely absurd that you have to make it yourself.
I did bring
It's
that up.
100%.
That is why we brought it up in the first place, was that it was absurd to do
Mike
that.
wanted to go get him tonight, and after he saw that he had to do the work, even Mike was discouraged with the fact he had to do. He's trying not to say that right now. He's trying to purposely go against me on this. But when he saw he had to put it together, he was no longer interested in it. Am I wrong?
I lost
Okay,
interest.
because you lost the convenience factor. It's not convenient to go to McDonald's and you got to
Well,
put
it's
the
not
meal
fun
together
anymore.
yourself.
I'm just ordering a double cheeseburger and nuggets and smashing them together.
Yeah.
If they put it together for me in like this huge paper package and I unwrapped it and I saw the whole business, then it'd be kind of fun. But
All right, it's 6 o'clock. We got a busy night here on the channel. We got the High Five podcast coming up next. I'm going to slide over to the other table and do a guest appearance on that one with Nico, John, and Dan. And then also we have the No Look podcast, Tyler and Austin tonight. Danny NASCAR later tonight. And then we also have Monday Night Gaming from the West Coast with Austin here on Monday night, Instant Games TV. Anything else you guys want to go over?
nope.
I got nothing.
All right, High Five is up next with Nico, John, Dan, and apparently I'm referencing this episode as Dan S.
Wow.
Dan fucking S. There's one Dan around here, and that's me.
I mean, you could make an argument to be referenced as Danny compared to Dan because of Danny NASCAR.
You
I
lost
hate
Dan
Danny.
rights. You
I
lost Dan
absolutely-
rights.
No. Okay, first off, because it's funny. Danny is funny. That's why I don't like people calling me Danny.
Turn
Because I
around
think
for a
it's
second.
funny. Okay, you like being called Mikey?
I don't
Hey,
mind
Mikey.
it.
Hey,
It depends.
Stevie.
If you say it like that.
You like Stevie?
You're saying it in a
I'm gonna
disrespectful
walk-
fashion.
I'm going to walk around and every time I see... I'm going to start doing that the next...
If someone was like,
week.
"Hey, yo, Mikey, what's up?" I'd be like,
I'm going to
"All
start
right."
walking around and adding the EI or the Y to everyone's name. Hey, Davey. Hey, Stevie.
You're saying it with spite.
Hey, Mikey. You guys don't like it. I don't like Danny. I like it for the name of Danny NASCAR.
Yo, Danny, what's up?
I like it when you're referencing as like you're good at something after Danny NASCAR, Danny Call of Duty,
Danny pouring rain.
Danny Pouring Rain is my
You
fantasy.
use it a lot for someone you
in,
don't like.
but in this episode, a high five, I am referenced as Dan
That
S.
is.
Can
is
you
no
believe
question.
that?
It's
I cannot believe it. Dan S.
At least type the letters out. Shit. Shuffling.
Dan S. with a period.
very
Who's in
official.
charge of that? Nico?
Yeah.
I didn't see that freak.
But I could argue it should be Dan and then Dan B.
Is that his last name, or are you saying like A and B? Like
No,
number
his last
two?
name is B.
Okay. It should be Dan 1 and Dan 2. And you
But
guys
who's
could
one?
argue about who was with.
Dan S.
Actually, you guys should battle, and then whoever loses no longer is named Dan.
2 walk in, 1 walk out.
Alright, I gotta go lay it to SmackDown in the top 5 X-Men characters. High Fives up next with Nico, John, and Dan. Until next week, adios, sayonara. Go hit it off, Mike. Go.
Please.
Shoveling doesn't fit.
I'll do it then.